Hello, my friend. My name is Octaviani. I will tell a little about the country of Dubai. Dubai is located on the coast of the Persian Gulf in the United Arab Emirates and located 16 meters above sea level. Islam is the majority religion in the United Arab Emirates. Dubai is also one of the most populous cities in the United Arab Emirates, the majority of which are foreigners. So, all of them are Muslim, about 85% are Sunni, 15% are Shia Muslim, and Dubai also only has 15% of the population is native to the Emirates. Interestingly, more than half of the Dubai population is the millennials with an age range between 25 to 31 years. Only around 15% of the population is more than 45 years old. Dubai, one of the largest cities in the United Arab Emirates, is famous for its many skyscrapers, almost dominate the entire city, one of which is the Burj Khalifa. This Burj Khalifa has a height of around 828 meters. In addition, this tower also has the fastest elevator in the world with a speed of 60 kilometers per hour, which serves 163 floors. In the Burj Khalifa, you can also see the sunset twice. Can watch the sunset on the insole floor when the sun starts to disappear in the clouds, then go up to the highest floor to watch the sun set. Not only the sunset, Burj Khalifa also has 3 different times of breaking the face. So, people on floors 1 to 59 will have the same fasting time as those in Dubai, while people who are on the floor 60 to 120 will break their fast 4 minutes later when the sun sets. Finally, people on the 121 floor to the last floor can break their fast 2 minutes after the 60 to 100 floor of breaking their fast. Dubai has the largest shopping and aquarium center in the world. Dubai Mall is the largest shopping center in the world based on the total area of the building. Not only that, Dubai also has one of the largest aquarium in the world. It has the tallest skyscraper and the biggest mall in the world with modern and very majestic architecture, making Dubai considered the most luxurious city in the Middle East. Dubai luxury cars are scattered. If you've heard that Dubai has a lot of luxury cars scattered, this is true. Almost everyone in Dubai has sport car. If in Indonesia, a sport car may be an item that is fairly funky and only belong to high-income people. But if in Dubai, cars like Aston Martin, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bentley, and Mercedes have become common items among its citizens. Even Dubai follows new sport car to petrol. Dubai is the most neat and clean city. The road in Dubai is large and neat. There is not sweeper or rubbish lying around, like in a public toilet area. Always throw garbage in the place provided. Dubai also applies a ban of eating and drinking public transportation. Dubai also applies a ban on eating and drinking on public transportation. Dubai is trying to keep the image of the famous city clean. Besides prohibiting dirty car roaming the streets, Dubai also applies rules for not being able to eat and drink on public transportation, such as station buses to pedestrian crossing. If there is a violation of this regulation, a fine of 100 dirham or 380,000 rupiah will be imposed. Arabic hospitality is the core of everyday Emirates culture. Arabic culture that sip Arabic coffee or gahwa is a verb usually used to entertain guests and exchange news with friends. Maybe that's all. Thank you for watching.
Assalamualaikum everyone. I will display some photo of my holiday in Russia.
My name is Rileka Saputri. I will tell you a little about my vacation in Russia. I could go on holiday to Russia because I got the holiday ticket from my father when I was 17. The time I traveled to the Zhukovsky Airport in Russia was about 12 hours. First photo on the free day. When I arrived in Russia, immediately rushed to the hotel because I was tired. The second photo at Swiss Valley Resort Santa Maria by taxi. There are by taxi or train. Can also the hotel is one of the famous hotel with modern complete facilities and bright resemble European place. The service at the hotel was very perfect. Not far for one day, I enjoy the facilities and service of the hotel. The third photo on the second day in the morning, I went to Alexander Garden by Bishopui for an hour, but could also ask other transportation such as train or bus. Alexander Garden is the first urban public park that is very famous in Moscow, which consists of separate gardens and flowers in the park was amazing. The fourth photo on the second day, around 2 in the afternoon, I went to Place Square to ask train for 30 minutes. Place Square is a popular square in the town St. Petersburg. This place is an important witness of various events that occur in Russia. The beauty of this place is an attractive spot photo for visitors. The 50th photo on the 3rd day, I went to the State Hermitage Museum. A famous museum is St. Petersburg. This museum looks outside, has a larger and very magnificent building suitable for people who like to background photographer. In the museum also has a beautiful architect. To go there can use the train or bus 4 hours from the hotel. There I looked around and took pictures. On the third day of the stag hermitage, I went to Peter and Paul Fortress by bus about an hour away. Peter and Paul Fortress are beautiful fortress location on the banks of the Rift Nevada. Side this fort, there are fast felt so that me and the visitor are free to capture photo. This font is very unique and interesting. The sixth photo on my last day of vacation finished. Around the castle I went to Lake Lagoda, located in the Republic of Karelia in Russia, using the train for an hour. The lake is very beautiful and vast natural scenery is very amazing. Before returning to Indonesia, I really wanted to Lake Lagoda to sit on the lake and enjoy the sunset. I hope I can come back to this place again. The eighth photo. This photo is one of the culture in Russia. That is the culture of consuming food that has been served. The culture there, if we eat the food, must be exhausted or not. The food is very influencing and has a profound meaning. If we don't finish the food that is served, it is very insulting for them. If we finish the food that is served, they are very happy and honored. Thank you for watching. Sorry if there are so many mistakes I see and many shortcomings.
Hello, good morning everyone. I am Devi Septiani. So I'm here to explain about 7 destinations in Qatar and one culture from Qatar. So I don't remember the slide honestly. So I will see the slide from my PC and I will edit the slide in here. So first is Museum of Islamic Art. As a high historical value and the unique buildings, the architecture is unique, and the tourists are free of charge if you enter here. And the second one is Palm Tree. Palm Tree is one of the most phenomenal building in Qatar. It's just building, but it's like the real beach. And the next one is Qatar National Museum. This building was the place of Sheikh Abdullah Thani. When we are visiting this museum, we will be greeted by 2 restaurants, and it's unique. Unique. And the next one is Desert Safari. One of the best tourist destination in Qatar is desert, because Qatar have a beautiful desert. And the next one is Burj Khalifa. I know Burj Khalifa is not in Qatar, but still in Arab. Burj Khalifa is tower. The tallest skyscraper in the world, and you can see Arab from Burj Khalifa, including Qatar. And the next one is Souk Waqif. Souk Waqif is the most market in Qatar. We can buy cheap souvenir in here, and the night view in Souk Waqif is beautiful. And the next one is Khor Al Daid. Khor Al Daid is beach who directly borders with the desert. This is it's make this beach different from another beach. And the last one is one culture from Qatar is Parade Cornic. Parade Cornic is typical of sport dance, and this dance is performed on Qatar National Qatar Day. National Qatar Day is like Indonesian Independence Day or 17 Agustus. So like that. I mean, maybe enough for me about 7 destinations from Qatar. So I'm so sorry, my pronunciation is not good. I'm still learning. I'm so sorry, but I try my best to explain about 7 destinations and 1 culture from Qatar. So hope you guys like it. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for watching. See you in next video.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Rifki Dansa, and right now I will give you a presentation about country of Singapore. So in this videos, I will talk about 2 things. First is the destination, and second is the culture. But first, let's talk about the destination. So right here, I put 5 destination that I will talk about, and I will talk about it one by one. First is the Merlion Park, Singapore. This is the official mascot of Singapore, and this is a mythical creature with a lion head and the body of a fish. And Merlion Park, Singapore is being of prominent symbolic nature to Singapore, and it is widely used to represent both the city-state and its own people. Next is the Singapore Flyer. The Singapore Flyer is a giant observation wheel at downtown core. This location is the largest tourist wheel destination in the world after America, and in this place you can see views of Marina Bay, Changi, and around Singapore to the island of Batam in Indonesia. Next is the Garden by the Bay. The Garden by the Bay is a natural park spanning 101 hectares in the central region of Singapore. In Garden by the Bay, you can find various collections of rare plants in a giant greenhouse with a kind of cell shape of architecture. Next is the Singapore Night Safari. The Night Safari is the world's first natural zoo and is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Singapore. In the tourist attraction nights, you can ride the tram and adventure in the wildlife of the Night Safari Park. You will surely get a lifetime of unforgettable experience while taking this 40-minute trip around the park and seeing more than 100 animals in 8 geographical areas. Next one is the Orchard Road. Orchard Road is already well known to foreign tourists and a shopping center when traveling to the country. The Orchard Street is also a culinary tourist in Singapore, and in this place you can walk, take pictures, and window shopping for free. So in this place you can visit some place that the most visit in this place, like Lucky Plaza, Takashimaya, and the Iron Orchard Mall, of course. And the last one is the Universal Studios Singapore. So Universal Studios Singapore is the theme park located in Resort World Sentosa on Sentosa Island. So in this place features 28 rides and attraction in 7 theme zones in addition for playing rides. This place is spot also has many restaurants and stalls selling a variety of unique souvenirs. This place is look amazing, you know. Alright, next let's talk about the culture. So first is the religion. The religion in this country is the Buddhist, Muslim, Christian, Hindu, and Sikh. And language, Mandarin, Tamil, Malay, and English. And next, traditional dress, seongsam, sari, baju Melayu, baju kurung, salendang, and sarung kahaya. Next, festival celebration. There are Christmas, Deepavali, Taipusam Festival, Hari Raya Haji, Hari Raya Puasa, Chinese New Year, Independence Day, and National Day Parade. And the last is the special food. There are laksa, museum, chicken rice, kaya toast, popiah, and muah chi. Next one is the attitudes and belief. First is the meritocracy and social and religious harmony, and democracy, peace, progress, justice, and equality. Next is the custom and tradition. So there are barefoot, don't serve beef to Hindu, don't serve pork or alcohol to Muslim, don't point finger, and the last is others by saying uncle or auntie. That's polite. The next one is the manners of interaction. First, you should meet and greet by and saying salam, shaking hands, bowing head, and the last is nodding head and smiling. Alright, that's it. My presentation about country of Singapore. I hope you guys learned something new about this presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.